fight for Zimbabwe. Is a daughter of chief, from a descendant of Changamire Dombo, of Mutota, who ruled, who fight for Zimbabwe. Why are we suffering?
Hi everyone, welcome back to NombusoM. I'm hoping you are well wherever you may be watching me from. But back, the Zimbabwe march that was organized for the 31st of July. What happened, guys? And if you're not aware, several people organized a march. It was circulating on social media like in the last couple of weeks, okay? I think the march was basically prompted by the situation in Zimbabwe at the moment, because we have seen the current sitting president, Mr. Emerson Mnangagwa, who has extended his term in office to 2030. So this man was supposed to basically finish next year in 2027. Remember, he got into power in, I think it was November of 2017, right? Now, next year is going to be 10 years. So from last year on, we started hearing, or 2024, we started hearing rumors of dictatorship, people being mishandled in Zimbabwe, and nobody knows, because some of these things can't even be brought to daylight. As the march was organized like that, to basically say to the president, you cannot extend your term, and also as the people of Zimbabwe would want to continue to vote, they want to change their constitution now to say only MPs can elect who the president of the country is. I have never understood when people want to do like that. Those were the reasons why the marches, or the march, was meant to happen on the 31st. I did go online to check here and there, but there hasn't been much except the fact that, of course, he's extending his term. He's trying to take the rights from the citizens. And if you live in a country and you don't have voting rights in 2026, moving on, I don't know. There was a lady that was reporting from the streets of Harare early in the morning, and she was indicating that there is no march there that is going to take place. People are going on by their day, as usual, as you can see here.
To hold a public gathering in Zimbabwe, you need police permission, and those are hardly ever granted, especially when it's for an anti-government protest. So this is what happens usually the morning of a planned protest. People wake up and they assess the mood in the city center, see how things are feeling on the ground. Some people have opened their shops, but others are still approaching a wait-and-see attitude. You see those shops there, those are closed. Chances are, because this protest has been banned by the police, there will be no mass demonstration in this part of the capital anyway. So chances are the businesses will open and people will resume. For example, this one, you can see, it's all...
Yeah, by the look of things, nothing took place in Harare. But in South Africa, we had a few places whereby the citizens of Zimbabwe gathered at I think it was outside the embassy of Zimbabwe in Pretoria. I interviewed a few people there to just have a convo with them to find out what their take is about the current government in Zimbabwe. And they did talk to Zimbabweans, South Africans. Let me play the video for you.
I'm here because I'm standing in solidarity with the bravery of people from Zimbabwe. Here because of Upegumbilo Mbezi. I'm saying that men should not be chained, he should be celebrated. And that we are having governments of black leaders oppressing black people in their country in 2026, it is beyond shame.
And I'm disappointed to see the turnout. South Africans are even too much than us Zimbabweans here. So it's that fear that they put in us so that we can't make this happen.
A lot of people in those marches were not even Zimbabweans, were South Africans. So my question is, what happened to you guys? My Zimbos, what happened? Did you guys chicken out? Let me tell you. If you chicken out the way you did, you are giving him more power. This is the man that came in to say to you guys, I'm going to build the infrastructure for this country. I'm going to ensure that every child in Zimbabwe will get proper education. The hospitals are going to return to where it used to be back in the day, as we hear that it used to be good. He promised a whole lot of things like service delivery in general, right? But so far, nothing. Dololo, guys, when you don't come out to say to him, we don't like what you're doing, What is the plan? You cannot answer one call to say, let us go out on the streets and tell this man, we don't want him in office after 2027. I don't know what else could be done, because what took place on Friday really, to me, is like you are like giving up. I was in shock. And anyone that gives up like that, if that man was going to open fire, and let him do it, but he will pay for it in the end. But you guys in a corner. Initially, when this man was put into power, that was a telling sign that you guys might go on to experience what you're experiencing now. If you want things to happen, freedom will not come cheap or easy. Freedom means, when you're seeking it, it means you should be ready to reveal the people of Zimbabwe. You are not alone. Don't be afraid. Do not. 31st of July was supposed to have been a real showdown, but unfortunately it didn't happen. I'm hoping that there will be someone that will just, grow some balls and do something, because South Africans, they can hear, they can't help you. I can't remember the year, went to Zimbabwe during the time of Robert Mugabe. I remember it was delegates from South Africa really trying. It didn't help. It didn't help. So even these ones now, I would just send whoever, it won't help. It is you that will take Zimbabwe from where it is to somewhere else. Even if somebody comes now and take Mnangagwa out, and that person happens to have been in his cabinet, waste, because they echo the same ideas, the same way with him. He echoed the same ideas with Robert Mugabe. Let me know what you think about what did not happen, or what happened on the 31st in regards to the march that was meant to take place, or that took place in Zimbabwe, because so far it's not even clear as to what that was, what happened. So, until next time, bye for now.